10 France tips for first-time tourists to be aware of. If you're planning to visit France in the near future to take your first French holiday, here are my most important France tips for first-time travelers to be aware of. With a bit of knowledge about culture and a little preparation, you'll be well prepared for an amazing vacation that will be a memory you'll never forget regardless of whether you're going to Paris or any other part of France. Let's look at my suggestions for travel to France. 10 France travel tips first-time travelers need to know. 1. The French are slow to react. There's no need to rush to squeeze as much into the day as you can, and you could be surprised at the speed of things, especially in the summertime. It's not the case that everyone operates in a slow manner, however, you'll find the French eating their slow meals, not hurrying to move on to the next task. It's a part of their lifestyle, which means that store hours may be shorter than you're used to and may be closed during lunchtime and on Sundays too. The French work to live, not vice versa. Be sure to verify the hours of operation and the calendar prior to visiting because there may be holiday weekends and closings due to maintenance, etc. 2. Learn a few key French phrases. Outside of the tourism and hospitality industries, the majority of French people don't have a conversation in English, even more so in smaller cities. Like I say every time, there is no expectation that tourists converse in conversational French. However, learning some key phrases can help in adhering to French rules and creating an impression that is positive. Make sure you know bonjour, merci, you like, and au revoir as the very least, and practice using these words often. Don't worry about how you pronounce them. The effort is what matters. I have a complete French travel-related phrases list with an audio guide to assist you further. 3. Make sure to say bonjour prior to any other thing. Of all the tips I have given for visiting France, this might be the most crucial. When you have mastered the art of French phrases, make sure to include bonjour on the end of your tongue. The simple phrase is a magical word that has to be said prior to any conversation with a person. Do not approach anyone with your food orders or simply approach them and ask them a question. Make sure you say bonjour first. This is the first rule to keep in mind during your time in France. I've explained why bonjour is a magical word here. 4. Beware of becoming a target for pickpockets. As with many cities around the world, Paris and others in France are popular destinations for scammers and pickpockets. In Paris, be extra vigilant in the vicinity of major tourist destinations such as the Louvre as well as the Champs-Élysées, Notre Dame, the Sacré-Cœur and the Eiffel Tower. It's easy to become caught in the excitement of the world. However, don't let anyone attempt to contact you to ask you to sign a petition, place the bracelet on your wrist, or offer you a ring that they found on the ground. These are all scams. Be sure to never keep your phone at the table in a restaurant or cafe even if it's 2 inches from your hands. Thieves are fast and adept at swaying your attention so that they could take your phone away within the quick blink of an eye. My top brand of anti-theft purses, backpacks and other items is PackSafe. I've utilized their products throughout the world over the years and they've never disappointed me. 5. Escape the big cities. If you have time for it, leave Paris and other cities to explore the rural landscape and the joy that is small-town France. There are many day trips that are accessible from Paris, and my personal favorite being the Mont Saint-Michel. If you've got just only a few hours to spare, why not hire the car and go on an adventure you'll not forget? One of my most memorable trips was to cruise in the canals and rivers of France. There's something for everyone to enjoy, and don't hesitate of exploring. 6. The French are polite and friendly. Contrary to what you've heard about them, the French aren't a bunch of savages who are averse to Americans. There are times when you might encounter people on bad days. However, generally speaking, they are friendly and helpful. French tend to be friendly, and eager to assist any lost traveler. Don't try to meet someone in direct English or without greeting them in the manner mentioned earlier. Cultural differences, Inability to comprehend French rules, and unrealistic expectations can result in tourists experiencing a negative encounter in France. Additionally, it is true that the French don't like small talk, which I will explain in this article. 7. There is no dress code for women. Yes, people in the French wear shorts and sneakers. Not everyone is a fashionista. When you go out for a stroll, wear what you're comfortable wearing. Nobody is not judging you for your choices in fashion. If you're walking around, you'll come across people who dress in a variety of fashions. Just not wearing sweatpants while out in public except when you're exercising, and that's. If you're looking to appear much more French and blend into the crowd more easily, consider casual sneakers rather than athletic shoes, muted neutral shades, and more formal clothes than you might wear to home. Wear a stylish belt, scarf or blazer with a casual outfit if you want to do it. However, there's no definitive rule to this. Here's my personal favorite t-shirt to wear for travel, as well as a multi-way travel attire. Both are made sustainably. The main point is that you're a tourist and it's fine to be that way. Naturally, don't wear flip-flops to an opera, but a casual attire is usually acceptable. 8. The food and drinks are sure to be the highlight of your vacation, so try all the things. If you're looking for top France travel suggestions, this might be the most delicious. From the wines to the cheese, bread and pastries, to local cuisines and much more, France is a foodie's wish. Visit the farmers' markets, restaurants that make their meals from local sources, specialty shop, and everything else that grabs your attention. If you go in the spring or the early summer, the cherries and strawberries are simply amazing. 9. The emergency address is 112. In Europe, 112 is the same as 911, therefore, commit this number in your mind. It can be used from a mobile phone, landline, or the public pay phone. For France, the number is 15 in case of medical emergencies and 17 for police, as well as 18 to call the department for fire. 10. Explore France and everything French without judgment. We must respect the people and the country we visit, but I'm sure it's quick to ignore cultural differences as unimportant or untrue. If these thoughts come to your mind, after all, we're humans after all, be sure to keep your cultural opinions in your own mind and never make them known to other people. Yes, I've heard from people who have done exactly this repeatedly. The degree to which something we believe is sensible or not is not the case. It's France and everything is executed in the French way, so try to remain open and follow your French flow.